Hey folks, I hope everyone's having a great day. Just a quick reminder to check out yesterday's video. If you are not a subscriber, go ahead and watch that video. And if you want to, subscribe, like, and leave a comment on that for the chance to win a prize. What I'm going to show you here is a little 5-card BGS mail day. I'm actually filming this on Friday morning, but I'm talking like it's Tuesday. So I'm going to blow your mind a little bit here. I'm going to start off here. I had 5 cards. 3 came back with the overall grade that I wanted, or I anticipated. A little variation on the subgrades. And then there was a slight disappointment on 1 and a slight surprise on 1. So I'm going to get to it here. I'm going to shove them out of the way. We're going to start off with a 2019 Topps Chrome Ramon Laureano Orange Refractor Auto out of 25. I expected, with new Chrome cards, I typically expect a 9.5, and I typically send a BGS if they're Chrome Autos. It's over PSA, but I typically expect a 9.5, and this indeed did get a 9.5. You'll see that the surface got a 9, edges 10, centering and corners 9.5. It's a very nice card, numbered 17 of 25. Next up is a 2017 Bowman Draft Chrome Luis Arias Auto. I sent this in thinking it might get a 10, and it in fact did not. It got a 9.5 10, but it's a True Mint, True Gem Mint 10, or excuse me, True Gem Mint 9.5 with the 10 on the auto. It's just a nice looking card. I've got a couple of these that went off to the PSA bulk submission recently. Next up is the biggest card I sent in, value-wise. It is the 2019 Topps Update Platinum 101 Luis Arias. I got this from Filmington. I expected an overall 9, and with an 8.5 or 9 on the corners, and probably 9.95 on everything else. And it came back an overall 9 with a 9 on the corners. BGS is a little more lenient than PSA. That is a big reason why I sent this to BGS over PSA. I think this probably would have been an 8.5 in a PSA case, but it did get an 8.5 on surface, which kind of surprised me. It's a good looking card still. You actually can't see really the white on the corner because it's right there mostly. There's a little bit right there, but the color of the border right there fades from sort of a gray to white anyways, so it kind of blends in. The next card was my slight disappointment, not too big of one. So I purchased 30 of these, 25 or 30 of these off of Blowout from 2 different people, and I sent 18 off to be graded at PSA, and I held 2 back, and I sent 1 as sort of a test to BGS to see what grade it would get. And if it graded what I thought it would, I would send the other one off to BGS. There's no point in wasting money. And so I thought this would get a pristine 10, or had a good chance at a pristine 10. But it came back a 9.5. It did have 10 on centering, 10 on corners, 9.5 on edges, but you see it got a 9 on surface, which is going to lead to what I'll tell you in just a minute after the last card. But it's still a nice card, and I will look over the other Acuna that I held back and see what the surface looks like on that. The corners look similar to me, and the centering looks very similar, so I think it would get a 10 on those 2 things also. I need to check out the centering, and I'll come back to this card in just a minute. But the final card was my pleasant surprise. I regretted sending this off even before I had mailed the package, because you see how the signature is a little thin right there. It's sort of faint along the part of the A. I thought, crap, this is going to get a 9.59, and just it won't hold the value of a 9.510. Nowhere near the value of a 9.510. It's a 2018 Bowman's Best of 18 or something like that. Green refractor out of 99, 54 of 99. So I regretted sending this off even before I mailed the package. But it did indeed get a 9.5/10, and I think that's probably a weak 10. I mean, there's no separation in the signature right there. It's not missing. There's not a void or a blank spot or anything like that, but it's just faint. So I do think this is a weak 10 auto, but it did get a 9.5 on the card grade, and it got a 9 on the surface, got 10 on centering and edges. So what I've learned is I got a 9 on that surface-wise. I got an 8.5 surface on that. I got a 9 surface on this. 9.5 on that. I got a 9 surface on this. So what I learned is that I don't know how to grade surfaces, apparently. What I did learn about this card, or about all Chrome cards, after I sent this off, was that, and I don't remember how I learned this, I got a PSA card back. That's what maybe, okay. So it's sort of a self-taught thing, but the surface on this, when I checked it out, looked great. It looked fine to me. But what I've learned is that on most, if not all, Chrome cards, the back has a gloss on it, and if the gloss doesn't extend to the edge of the card, all the way to the edge of the card, you can get dinged for it. PSA checks it too. So there on this card, I haven't looked it over yet, but I think it has something to do with the back, because I don't really pay attention to the back surface when I'm submitting cards. I really just look at the front. So I'm going to look at the other one before I send it off. But overall, not a bad mail day. I mean, 9.5 on that. You know, I would love for it to be a 10, and the 9.5, it's probably a $55, $60 card, and a 10, who knows, probably 150, 200 at least. That was great. I mean, nothing wrong about that. That's great. I would have loved for that surface to have gotten a 9.5, but it's a great card. It's still a 9.5. That is the overall grade that I wanted. I would have liked the surface to be a little bit higher, but the overall grade is what I expected, and this one was a pleasant surprise. So there you go. Check out yesterday's video. Subscribe, like to that video, leave a comment, get included into that contest, and I will see you soon. Thanks. Hope you have a great day. Bye.